Okay, so I've shot this video a few times. Yesterday I got my first hate comment, and while I'm definitely not here to address the comment itself or the commenter, because haters are going to be hateful and that's fine, I did realize that while I have shared a lot of my story with text on screen videos, I have not had a conversation with you about my story and about why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so I thought that might be very helpful and maybe help you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing and where I'm at with my business. So I do freelance digital marketing. My name is Caitlin, and I found this after kind of a crazy string of events where we went from having 2 full-time incomes down to a single income very unexpectedly right at the beginning of May. Not only that, we were in the midst of, and had already sold our house, we were in the midst of buying another house. So as you can imagine, going from 2 incomes to 1, and honestly losing about 70% of our income when I lost my job, was devastating from a moving and trying to find a house. So we ended up having to back out of the house that we were looking at already and scrambling to find somewhere else to put our family because we had already sold the house we were living in. So I definitely can't talk about the story without saying that God had his hand in every bit of it. I was able to kind of shift my focus, obviously, from working to finding us a new house, getting all the logistics of us moving settled and all of that. And I went back to looking for jobs within my industry, but the problem was that most of the companies that I was looking at really did not want fully remote people. While I have a ton of experience and am very valuable to those companies, a lot of them wanted me to travel, to come on site, to help them and to do my job. And that just wasn't something that I was willing to do. So after exploring a lot of options, I came to the conclusion that the best thing for me to do in order to support my family was to look at things that were in the online space. And so I first looked at virtual assisting, which is something that I've done a little bit of in helping my mom run her business, her full-time brick and mortar business. And so I've done a lot of copywriting and blog writing, and, I've dealt with data my whole life. I'm a scientist by trade, or by education, I should say, not by trade anymore. And so I've dealt with a lot of data and just a lot of things, right? So and a lot of project management and things like that. So I thought virtual assisting might be a good option for me. But what I found was that there was still a lot of me trading my time for money. And ultimately, I wanted a job that would allow me to spend more time with my kids, spend more time with my family, taking care of my family and running my household and being a part of my church, than a full-time job would be, or even a job where I was running a business and needed to be available for clients. So that's when, about that time, I found out I was pregnant with our 4th baby. And so that really settled in my mind that I was done with my previous industry, at least for a while. So what was I going to do? And that is when I found freelance digital marketing and affiliate marketing. And once my kids got into school, the week after they started school, and all the craziness of that, I jumped in. I jumped in with 2 feet. I started the course that I now promote. I learned in 3 weeks. I got my systems up and running in about 2. And during that time, my grandmother passed away. My dad was in the hospital for several days. So when I say that you can get this training and you can get started within a month, that is absolutely true. And even though I didn't have a full-time job, I was taking my kids to school every day, picking my kids up from school every day, helping my family out as they were going through these things. And then I got my business up and running, and I really launched October 1st. And while I am not making $1 million yet, I see the potential in this business. So if you're on the fence and you've hung out with me this long for 5 minutes, That's my story. And if you are dedicated and you want to learn and you want a job that gives you that kind of lifestyle where you can be with your kids more, be with your family more, and still provide financially for your family, then let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. This is a real opportunity. The potential is there. You know, nothing is guaranteed ever, but if you never start and you never try, you'll never know. So if you're ready, I'd love for you to follow me and comment. I'd love for you to send me a message. I really want to help other women and men, but other moms especially, feel like they can contribute to their household and be the moms and wives that they want to be. So if that's you, comment info and I will send you all the info and we can talk about it.